4. Who am I rooting for?
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, violence.
Ooh.
All right. Who do you want to win?
I want the Miracles player to win.
Well, nice try, but narrow it down for me.
We'll go with Bob because he was top seed.
Bob. All right. I'm voting DOS.
Okay.
So we'll see who gets the final win.
I actually prefer Windows at this point. DOS was one of my favorites. You
Okay.
know.
Okay. But you're looking for the prediction upset after
Prediction upset.
all these guesses that I've had right lately.
Eli Cassis, I'm so right. I'm skinny on camera next to Joe.
I'm a kid.
Oh gosh, look at these guys. They need to sequence right.
So he had the option of running out the counterbalance. He wanted to hold up the counterspell instead.
Sure.
The only thing I don't like about that line is Bob has the top and Anuraag doesn't.
Right.
So at some point, Bob is going to have things set up the way he wants, and Anuraag will not.
Don't you think that? Oh, we were seeing an early predict. Wow.
So the ponder happened on 1, so he knows what it is, and that's a card he definitely wants to bend. So that's a good run.
Yeah, seems like it.
He drew another land, which he already had a bunch of, a Terminus, and then another land. So here's where the top makes a huge difference.
And we get to see another predict.
Yes, sir.
These are like two genius magician prediction artists. The great Kreskin.
Genius magician artists. I like it.
Absolutely. Yes, the great Kreskin. I predict.
They're artisans. They're
artisans.
They could work at Subway if they wanted to.
What? That's the old. That was a long time ago.
That's old. Too old.
That's way too old.
Okay.
Nobody knows what that is anymore.
No sandwich artisans out there.
That was back when they used to cut the bread in the V shape down the middle. like you just remembered old stuff. You're old.
I actually like the wraps at Subway. That's one of the things I get now.
Yeah, I like the wraps that are fresh from Biggie Smalls. But
Yeah.
That's completely, which the lady cleaning up the place was listening to, which I was a big fan of. So.
Nice. I've been known to get a Wegmans sub in my day also.
Oh, yeah, Wegmans.
Mm-hmm.
Way to go upstate New York. What?
Ooh,
What?
Yeah.
That's all right. I got Wawa and Wegmans and Sheets. What now, peoples?
Anuraag discarding Island from having too many cards in hand, being on the draw and getting 2 off of a predict.
Whoa.
Wow,
Whoa.
throwing that
Whoa.
counterspell.
Jeez. It's getting violent.
Mm-hmm. Looks like a counterspell coming back at him.
I love it. These guys are definitely getting punchy, which is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Which usually means there's been a prize split of some kind.
You know, I don't think that's right.
No?
No.
Really?
Well, yeah, because Anuraags are far more pretty. And that white border counterspell
Yeah.
with like the worst counterspell art. No bueno.
So there's a lock here. Wow.
Whoa.
That just happened. But
didn't
X
work.
equals 1,
Yes.
so didn't care.
Nope. Man, these guys are just throwing cards.
Yeah, there's not a lot of thought given to what's occurring now.
These are like if I didn't know any better, they're holding shurikens.
Yeah. All the Hadougans.
Hadouken.
Who get fire?
Yoga flame.
Those.
So wait, the angel went away?
Yeah, Angel got swords.
Yeah, but it went away.
Angel go by now.
So if an angel was to go farming,
Yeah.
what would the angel farm for?
Oh, so I don't like this play. He knows that opponent has a 3 in hand. Any brainstorm counters. That's exactly what's going to happen now. Not only that, but Bob wanted to put the retreat back anyway, so this is just giving him
Just
everything.
so much. Give him all the things.
Yeah, Anuraag's like, come on, just quick, just kill me real quick.
Wow.
That's what he's saying.
Jeez.
Like, we all know what's happening here.
You think he'll make more than one angel then, is what you're saying?
I think that is probably the case. We saw Bob's feature match earlier. He refused to make a normal entreat. He waited and waited until it was a very large entreat.
That is true.
Yeah. I think he could have shortened his opponent's clock by several turns.
Yes,
Was
yeah.
not having it. Again,
Oh, heck
Bob's
yeah. All right,
lands are
yeah,
just
no,
going
no.
off the
That is
camera.
the time to scoop it up. All right, so we have a winner.
Can we just yell
Hopefully.
at Bob real quick and be like, keep your lands on camera?
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, yell it.
Yell it?
Yeah.
Bob, keep your lands on camera!
Huh? We're going to make a bumper. Go outside the bumper, you're penalized. All right, so we had talked about a
Sideboard
card.
Oh, yeah, you want to go through that?
Yeah, well, because
The giveaway. Yeah,
Giveaway.
round 1 is done.
I mean, I don't want to. I'd love to take some of that stuff home myself.
Well, aren't we? Isn't the giveaway just like a
Caffrey, turn
fake
around.
promotion?
No. Wow.
Aren't we just
Whoa.
coming up with screen names and they're really us?
Hold on, I need to tweet that. Hold on.
All right, should we tell the answer?
So I'm tweeting Overmaster.
Yes, Overmaster, guys.
Overmaster.
And our winner is
F711.
F711. I like
Okay.
that.
Do
That's
you
good
think
screen
do you think it's like F711
names. Right.
or it's like F711?
Yeah, no, I think it's F711. I think this guy worked at a 7-Eleven,
Okay.
did not enjoy that time there, and he's
Okay.
saying F them.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's harsh.
harsh, very harsh.
Yeah, there was a place by me that didn't meet 7-Eleven standards.
Really?
Yeah,
Is
and
that
then
possible?
yes,
They have
believe it or-
standards.
I couldn't believe it myself. And then they reopened as a 710.
Oh. And could you bowl there as well, or
No 710 split.
did
It
they
was
have
just
ice cream?
no.
Splits.
They, however, did have a frozen drink that you could buy there. Okay, it was called a Blurpee.
It sure was.
It legitimately was called a Blurpee. The Blurpee, if you went into the 710 and asked the owner of the establishment about his Blurpees and asked if it was like a Slurpee, he would get very offended.
Remember this Coming to America movie?
I've heard of that.
How they renamed their
McDowell's.
McDowell's.
So this guy, he said that Slurpees are garbage and Blurpees are the best because they're carbonated.
Okay.
Very angry. He also told me once he could beat me up. He's like, "You're a very big man. I eat Shalom Papi every day. I could beat you up." And it turns out Shalom Papi was Hebrew national hot dogs that they sold there. He said that he ate those every day. He could beat me up. So
Interesting.
yes,
Yeah.
McDowell's. All right, so we did talk about it already, and right before we're getting, because this could be the last game.
Yes. Should we talk about how they sideboard?
They bring in cards against each other. He brings
other
in
Miracles lists,
he
but
brings in Gideon, ally of Zendikar.
I have played Gideon in my Miracle sideboard.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
not unreasonable. Oh, we do have both sides.
Look at that. Look at that. I just
We're
flipped it
getting
over.
in Snapcaster, EE, Wear Tear, Red Blasts, and possibly some combination of Flusterstorms.
I don't think these guys sideboard at all. They're throwing cards at each other.
They're just going to maid phase it.
Just boom.
Agree to just do it.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
So let's remind them of the trivia question for this round in
Yes.
case there's not another game.
Yep.
Who is our mystery celebrity announcer for tomorrow?
Commentator.
Commentator.
And
Yes.
you can be the announcer as well.
I mean, we'll probably do a little bit of both.
You can go over there, get on the microphone.
Cool.
It's an expensive microphone.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's
I would
apparently
buy
like $600 microphone.
Can we do karaoke?
No.
Oh. I mean, nobody wants
I
to.
mean, we
do
could.
music. I'd be pretty bad.
Okay.
Not so good at the singing.
Not so
You
much.
can hear my raspy voice as it is.
Nice. Oh, so you can do a lot of heavy metal.
Word. Yeah. So yeah, tell us, tweet us, hashtag EE6MTG at TOA Comics.
So I think their goal this game is actually just mirror each person's play.
Right. Top block right away. Pretty good. Putting counterbalance in the graveyard when Force Will is announced right away is a mistake because he doesn't know if Force Will back is coming,
Sure.
and it makes his selection choice easier. So this is part of the looseness of finals and a
Yes.
split probably happening and these guys being friends.
So let me ask this: as far as what do you think are the most common Force of Willed first turn plays?
Aether Vial, Chalice of the Void, Blood Moon.
Okay, not top. Top doesn't make it in that
No, if you're Force Willing a turn one top, you're probably making a mistake.
list. Okay,
That's not really where you want to be.
all right. How about Deathrat Shaman?
Did Bob not play his second land? He kept a
He
one-lander?
kept the one lander
That's rough.
loose. Actually, no. We said about keeping his lands on camera, and he actually put this one over on the wall. He is actually fearing a chaos orb.
Yeah, playing a counterbalance right into the pyroblast that he had to know Bob had ready.
We're seeing another force wheel,
Interesting.
and then we're seeing another
Force
force
on
wheel.
force. Are you kidding me? But Anuraag has a second counterbalance in his hand that's probably coming out next turn, right?
Yeah.
Or the third one.
Oh, that's a lot.
I know. Is that an EE in his hand, or that's his own pyroblast?
Uh,
I mean, that was a pretty good one. Let's just go Snapcaster, Brainstorm, Beats.
yeah, get down.
We've got the beats. We've got the beats.
So this was the karaoke you were talking
Yeah. This is
You
the
were correct.
karaoke.
You were correct with your
I was,
first.
I was very correct.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Nobody wants to hear this. All those powerful spells, but no lands. Well, it's not a ponder. He's got to choose.
So, oh, look at that.
That's getting pyroblasted. I feel like he should have just run this out.
Bush.
You know, now he's getting pyroblasted.
Where is he?
What? Not pyroblasted.
Wow.
Is that a thing? I've already got with 2 counterbalances. He can't be playing around counterbalance still, can you?
I don't know. Gonna reb your reb with a reb.
Yeah, this is going to be bad for Bob. He just gave out a lot of equity.
Well, I mean, they would just tie it up, so.
Yeah. And like Anuraag is not going to let the Snapcaster of Bob's resolve.
No.
That's getting pyroblasted.
Absolutely. And then Dumbledore came by, and he told Snape that he couldn't do that anymore.
Man, I hope Bob plays from the ashes.
Now, as a fat man, I just heard someone say Fogo, and immediately my ears perked up, like, oh, Fogo.
I thought you got a little excited.
I did. You saw like the meat sweats already forming.
Good old meat sweats.
Oh yeah. If there's a way to live a life that doesn't involve Fogo, I don't want to live it.
No. It's a great thing that Brazilian style exists.
Absolutely.
Many fond memories were had.
It's the second best style that's like that. The first best being Gangnam style. You know.
One of the things that's gotten really popular in the last few years at Magic events is playing the credit card game
Yes.
after eating at
Absolutely.
these expensive restaurants. So you're getting $300 to $500 bills, and people are gaming it.
Absolutely.
Most of the people are leaving very happy, and one person is crying.
No bueno for them.
We went as a 4-person crew to Fogo, where it's 60 plus a person,
Sure.
and tip. And a friend of mine lost the credit card game, and it seems like it always gets the person who can least afford it.
Oh.
And yeah, the credit card game knows you should not be playing the credit card game. So
Yeah.
only play if you can afford it, folks.
Well, I think you probably actually, for some people, especially if you don't attend many events, you may want to actually explain the credit card game.
Yes, you want to make sure it's very clear. Otherwise, you could have some very sore personalities.
Right. So, but how it would work is you have to all throw a credit card into a hat, right?
Correct.
And then the last card left pays. Is that how you guys are playing?
So you can do the last card, or you can just do the first card selected. I prefer to just quickly do it. First card
You
selected.
want it like a Band-Aid, just
Yeah,
rip it
let's
right
just
off.
find out who pays. But we were at the Cowfish Sushi Burger with the
That
Black
sounds like
Magic.
way too many words
I
to
know,
go
but
together.
it's a super delicious restaurant. It's
Okay.
actually a chain. We were there with the Black Magic Gaming crew and with the Hot Sauce Games crew. And so there were 6 of us. And a friend of mine and myself were the individuals. And Adam Hotza, owner of Hot Sauce Games, was representing 4 of the meals. So he put 4 credit cards in the game.
Mhm.
I put one in. My friend put one in. My friend is the one that couldn't afford to play, of course.
Oh,
And
no.
so he asks him, do you want the first card picked, or do you want to keep going the last card left? My friend thinks about it and goes, last card left. I was like, ooh, shouldn't have done that. He's like, what? He's like, no, we're doing that. Like, you're sure that's the way you want it? He's like, yes. So Adam's cards were picked for the first 4 in a row.
Oh, my gosh.
And
So
then
he
they
was
picked
sweating.
mine, and then my friend had to pay, because the credit card game knows people.
Oh man. So now if you guys are, again, it's been a little while. All right, so we do see an entreat here
Treat the
coming.
Angels.
So do you let people buy out?
Yes. So the
And then
buyout
if
option exists during the game, and you don't really have to decide beforehand. You can actually select in between intermittently what you feel like the buyout numbers should be. And this is perfect playing by DOS. Flusterstorm, blowout, just getting it all.
all the
Even the
things.
top is gone because predict is going to resolve. So
Oof.
there's no coming back from this one.
Well, that means we'll get a game 3.
It does mean we'll get a game 3. Unfortunately.
Listen, I'm a ham. I want as much camera time as possible, so I'm
Yeah?
okay with it. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, all right. I would think you want some rest because you're going to win Vintage tomorrow.
Right. Yeah,
Especially,
I will win at least one game.
especially now that you're going to paradoxical return and at some point return 3 or 4 oaths to
Oaths.
your hand.
It never goes that long. I don't.
You
Anytime
know,
that I have played Oath, I haven't
I would
needed that.
use that expression of never say never.
Never say
'cause,
never.
I really want to see
Justin
you
Bieber told me,
get
never say
there that
never.
way. Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part of Zoolander too, is when they were like tracking him down and then killing him. And he does like this one last model pose before he dies.
Oh, wow. That almost might have been giving me enough information I actually want to see that movie
Yeah, you
now.
should. Actually, it's pretty funny. They come up with this backstory, and instead of Adam and Eve, it's Adam, Eve, and Steve. And Steve is the first male model.
Oh, the first got it. Makes sense. And he does Blue Steel or whatever the heck it was.
Probably.
AKA Duckface.
So it looks like this entreat resolved.
Ooh.
Yeah. So let's see if Anuraag has an answer. Otherwise, maybe not as over as we thought. X equals 4. That's kind of enough to not worry about a single Jace or a
Well,
sword.
do you think that there's going to be do you think there's any Terminus left?
You know, let's see if he even left any in.
That's what I mean.
We've seen that from a few players now that are leaving none in.
0.
We talked about how we like 2 or more.
Right. Yep.
I personally am a fan of cutting them all in half. There's situations where you want swords, situations where you want Terminus. Cut them in half.
It does sound expensive, though, as a mythic rare.
Yeah, you don't want to cut them in half, literally. Good call. Good
Yeah.
call. I faux pod. All right, Ponder. Let's
Fishy Ponder.
dig for our own entreat. That could be good enough.
Could see the blowout, like block all of your angels.
Sure. So he can only entreat for 3, though. So it's a little bit less.
Sure. Block
That-
3 of your 4 angels.
Yeah, but that could be good enough. You could follow it up with Council's Judgment on the next turn. I really hope he does this on the upkeep, though. Okay,
Oh,
he did.
look at that.
Yeah. X equals 3 on the upkeep. Got something, Bob? Nope, don't have something.
One of the fantastic things I think that so far we've seen today is it's been a lot of back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely like, oh, this person has it wrapped up. Whoa, hold on. Hold on. Savage
Dick.
blowouts.
But there's more.
But wait, there's more. Now, Anuraag has a couple of life to give here, so
So this attack, very risky. Anuraag can Council's Judgment and attack for the win right now.
let's see it.
I'd like to see that. He's got Pyroblast backup.
Might
Not
want
a
to
lot Bob could do to it.
turn the volume down, maybe a little smidge.
Yep. Get in
Keep
with the
going.
snap.
There it is.
Yep.
The crisscross grip there.
Let's blind predict, see if we get there.
Well, we have seen that today, the blind
Yeah,
predict.
it's not the first time. Oh, you got a Snapcaster.
That's something.
But it's going to get Pyroblasted. Alright, Anuraag, just show him the Pyroblast. Flash it to him. Drop it on the table.
I would like to do this. I would like to say no.
Alright, next game. Yeah, I feel like if you're going to attack for 4 there, you just attack with everybody Anuraag makes some play about going low and thinks he's going to attack back, and then you play the E for 0, and then you have that kind of protection anyway. Or you just sit them all back and expect to make a fair trade. Just wait.
So here we are, the finals. What
Last
is
game.
probably the last game. I
Yeah.
say probably. You never know if they find some way to get into a never-ending loop.
Right.
We could play a game 4.
Are we going to announce the secret winner
Not until after, I believe.
after the match is over?
Yeah, don't you think?
You think we should wait?
I don't know. Well, we have people to the left of us that can
Yeah.
answer this question.
What do we think? Should we announce our commentator for tomorrow? Wait
No,
till after the game?
After.
Okay. One more
Right
game.
before. Last
And then
thing
we're
we
gonna tell you
we
guys.
do.
We're making you hang on for one last battle.
Hang in there. It's going to be worth it.
More
hints.
All right.
Ooh.
No
Really?
guesses.
No
Should we go with
guesses?
physicality?
Well, no, I think that's too much of a dead giveaway.
Is it?
No, but I wanted them to believe that.
Okay.
Well, should I probably revisit some of the things that we've given them?
Let's say that he's affiliated with some of the eternal magic organizations.
There might be some other eternal things that are done that this person could be associated with.
Yes.
We
think the fact-
previously said that this person was also associated with one of the vendors that was
Yes.
here today.
And played on the Vintage Super League.
Played on Vintage Super League as well.
So these are good clues.
Yes.
Maybe let's give him one more tiny clue.
Okay.
What do you think? Anything we can? Should we tell him where he's from?
No.
No. But
Or hold on. Yes,
Let's
Coast.
talk about coast.
Yes.
So he's on the East Coast.
On the East Coast.
So
That's a help.
helper. Yeah, that's a
Absolutely.
helpful one.
Absolutely. What's that?
So
Oh,
what he was playing in Vintage. You want to reveal that?
sure.
All right. So he top aided a big event. You were telling us, right?
No, I believe that was Calvin.
Calvin was telling
Calvin
us.
said it.
Oh, do you know what he was playing in that?
No, I don't.
I don't know what he's playing either.
This is what we're giving the winner.
Okay. What's that?
-6 world record.
Oh, he's playing World Core.
Oh, that's why he played in Vintage Super League.
Ah, that's pretty sweet. So now you know he was also playing it in Vintage Super League, and the winner of this contest gets Healy's favorite box.
That one is the game chest.
That is the game chest. I use one rows like nobody's business. I've been using them since
Well,
they
I think
came out.
you're modeling to nothing.
I'm modeling
the
to, oh
matches
yeah, I
are-
am modeling to nothing. Good point. This one row is so sweet.
It is. So it has 7 extra strength magnets, a real suede interior, wood construction, dual removable compartments, great for dice and cards. And I think I established earlier Marlboro cigarettes. So you may in fact
Yes, we do
keep
need
your-
those.
Yes. So seeing as I'm the color guy, I'll give another story. So there's John Mulaney. Are you familiar with him? He's a comedian. He had his own show for a little while.
I don't think I know him.
Okay. Well, look him up. There's some good stand-up specials that he has done, and one of my favorite things that he talked about in one of his stand-up specials is how everybody gets caught up on Law and Order.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he talked about how he can watch Ice-T for hours. And he was talking about this one episode where he comes up and Ice-T is, we did see a pyroblast on a predict there. He is talking about how he can't believe that someone could be addicted to pornography. And he's like, is that like when someone smokes too many cigarettes? Or goes to the track and bets too much on the ponies? And just the way that he says it, to me, is absolutely hilarious. So,
That sounds pretty hilarious.
yeah, you should look it up.
Interestingly enough, I do some work with some psychedelics. I do have a mental health counseling practice.
Is it like they smoke too many cigarettes?
It is exactly like that. Bob, that tarn better not go off the camera, Bob.
All right, so
I will yell at you.
Nice. So this has been a predict battle here, right?
Yes.
And if we remember,
One of
Bob
them has 4.
Bob has 3, and
Anuraag
Anuraag
has 4.
has 4. He wins the predict battle.
Does. He got the better card advantage suite. Does he have the extra Snapcaster, or are they both on 3? Looks like both are
Three.
on 3.
And
Oh no,
2.
Bob has 4. 1 in the board,
Board.
3 in the main.
Right, and then
So-
there's 2 in the main and
So
1 in
they're
the board.
kind of even because one has 1 more of the other.
Right. So which one would you rather have one of
The
in this deck?
Snapcaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little more versatile.
Having something that applies that pressure, and it's awkward after boarding to want to try to deal with a 2-1. It's like you're really trying to fight all these other more important battles, but it usually comes down to the side game of who's got more ambush vipers.
More ambush vipers.
I know. Weird as that sounds.
Maybe people will start actually playing ambush viper.
Yeah.
Not really.
So we did talk about what dealers were in the room.
Sure.
We had Card Titan, we had Owl Central, we had Hot Sauce Games, we had Black Magic Gaming, and we had Tales of Adventure.
I've heard of those guys before.
They're all great dealers. They're all great people. If you ever get to hang out with some of these people,
Sure.
all excellent. All my favorites.
Well, it was enough to pull me out of like almost
Retirement.
3-year retirement.
Yeah, you were
So,
like out in the woods.
I was out in the
cabin,
woods.
right?
Yeah, yes, absolutely, 100%. I was actually out there with our guest commentator for tomorrow.
Perfect, perfect.
We were knitting each other's sweaters.
And he is associated with one of the vendors, guys.
He is, in fact. Wait, you just named all those people. That's like cheating.
I did cheat. I basically gave them all the hints they need, and they can probably answer more than once if they want, right? Are we limiting them to one guess?
I don't know. I don't know
All right.
if has anybody gotten it yet.
This is the best prize, guys.
We actually got someone answered. There has been a correct answer.
Okay.
There has been a correct answer.
So we have at least one
I don't
correct
know
answer.
How many people got it correct? But there is at least one correct.
Okay,
All
that's
right.
good. I feel better about things
Yes, at least one. Finally, I thought we were giving enough away.
now. I think
Felt
so.
like if we gave away a little more, everybody would get it, and that's just not good. Trivia is no fun when
Well,
it's
you
too
know,
easy.
if you watched the stream last night for the auction of the people,
Mhm.
you would already know.
Yes, and not many people did apparently. 'Cause it
Not
took
enough
a while.
people. It took a little bit.
It took
Yeah.
a little while.
So, just a quick mention again, if you want to purchase any of these Dex Protection boxes, great place to do that would be from Tales of Adventure itself. And I think there was a little tidbit that you're hitting every single time we brought that up. There was something free.
Free shipping.
Free shipping. But if you want the one signed by Ely, the handling on it is very,
50
very
cents, right?
expensive. At least 50 cents. That might be a little salty for people. And just remember those answers as far as who is commentating tomorrow, go to @TOAComics, and it's going to be with the hashtag EE6MTG.
It's a good hashtag.
It is. Hashtag winning. Hashtag Tiger Blood.
Hashtag lost. A decent TV show for a couple seasons.
Oh, Lost? Yeah, it was great. The ending was...
Not so good.
Yeah. I just want to know why the polar bears.
Yeah.
Guys, so again, you can buy all that stuff at TOAMagic.com. And all of your Eternal Extravaganza information would be at EEMagic.com.
In case anybody isn't considering it, start considering it. Come down tomorrow. Play in a awesome 7K vintage tournament.
Do we know how much prize money is for the modern event tomorrow?
Yeah.
It's
Or
a 5K.
5K Modern Masters.
5K
sealed
cash.
You know how bad I want to play in that? I wish I wasn't commentating so I could play in that. So much
I didn't
more.
bring a second suit, Ely.
Dang it. It would totally fit me too.
All right.
So it looks like we're fighting over an EE to deal with it in treats.
Right. We got a Flusterstorm on all the things.
And a Flusterstorm is going to come back. And again, Bob has permanents off the camera. Damn it, Bob.
This is the last... oh, wow.
You're killing me, Bob.
This is the last game that you can hide any permanents today.
Yes. And
He,
we're gonna-
however, can hide permanents tomorrow.
No. And
Yes.
I'm going to be doing this again tomorrow.
Correct.
Oh.
And you're going to be doing it with...
Ooh. Oh, no, not yet. Soon.
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 When will then be now? Soon.
That's a Spaceballs reference in case anybody hasn't seen it.
And if you have there's cards that have went on the stack, off the stack.
Yeah, this has been a floating stack that's kind of moved around a bit.
There's more stack in this than smokestacks and stack decks.
Yes, and there are permanents off the table that you can't see that are probably somewhat relevant to this stack.
Yes, one of them actually happens to be a Merit Lage 2020 who is actually trampling over next turn. We're also
We gave it trample with Rancor?
Yeah, absolutely,
Okay.
and then
Cool.
we actually have a Knot of this world to protect it.
Sweet.
Yes.
We didn't get to see that deck.
No.
I would have liked to.
That's actually what I'm going to play tomorrow now.
For real?
No.
Nice. So it looks like Anuraag is going to lose his Angels before he can put Bob to 1. He was 1 day away from doing it. Not wasting any time, doing it now.
Yeah, I mean, the chance that there could be a wipe away.
This is the
It's too
opening
high.
for a counterbalance that Anuraag needs. It's going to get Force of Will, but that would still be excellent for Anuraag. A 2-for-1 and getting rid of some very relevant cards.
Why on earth would you choose to actually cast him to Turok against, like let me just him to Turok myself?
Didn't we board this out earlier?
Yes, absolutely.
There it is, counterbalance.
Counterbalance,
Right
there
where
it
we
is,
wanted
and
it.
there is
Force
multiple
pitch force, and then have your own counterbalance, I think is what he's going to... Oh, he's pitching
Nope.
counterbalance.
He, no.
Oof. And then now we're going to Pyroblast back. This is looking really good for
Anuraag,
Anuraag now.
yeah. So let's call it so that the match swings back. So Anuraag wins.
Anuraag wins. Now Bob will
Now
chop that
Bob
in two
has
entreats
absolutely.
and be back in the game. That's how this works.
Oh! Look at.
Ooh.
No,
So he took the gamble of getting a blue card to force with. It didn't pay off.
did not get there.
And now he does not have his top to activate for the rest of the game either. So, costly payoff.
Yep.
High risk, high reward. Might have been the right call anyway.
He's under an 8-turn clock.
Yes. Trading off those guys. I don't think that attack was right, but it's fine.
Sure.
It's like you can draw swords, and yours will resolve, and theirs can't.
Theirs won't. Right.
Yeah, so your creature is just better equity.
He
than
also does
theirs.
have an EE, but EE on 2 would be pretty bad. So.
Now, E on 0 was exactly what he wanted,
Yep.
making sure that entreat wouldn't matter.
Yep. Now we'll find
Bob
out.
forced it, knowing that that's what his out is.
Oh, and he's sitting with 2 tops in
Multiple
hand.
tops, yeah. All we need to do is see the race to the entreat. Somebody has a huge advantage.
I would like to play this counterbalance. I would like to look with this. I would like to counter that.
Wear and Tear, even though it's a split card, has 1 or 2.
either
Counters 1 or 2.
So he's
not
going to
3.
float that for the rest of the game.
That's a common one people mistake. They think that the 2
That must
add
be
together,
3,
but that's
right.
not the case anymore. So this Snapcaster makes the clock a lot quicker. And even though
Versus
it's-
0, it is much quicker than 0.
yeah. And even though it's a 4-turn clock, I almost wouldn't have minded him flashing back his own entreat to make it even faster.
I'm okay with that. I would have
Yeah.
allowed that.
Not that their pace of play is slow and we want to go. I mean, that's-
Wow.
I mean, we
Wow.
do want to go. but
No, we want to
their
stay.
pace of play has been
Well,
very
I
great.
thought we were going to play some vintage games on camera before.
Well, yeah, we're going to go play some vintage games.
Yeah, under camera, and then we
On
can do that.
camera,
And, yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
And they're going to stay tuned, and we're not going to tell them who the guest is.
That's
tomorrow
it. Yeah.
Until after they watch us play a bunch of casual.
Correct.
games.
Absolutely.
Let's play some EDH.
EDH?
while we're at it.
Yeah, there we go.
Definitely.
1-on-1, I'm in.
Crush, guys. Good.
Zer,
Mm,
who has some nice foil printings that are out now. The
you have a
foils
lot
went
of
down on
choices
those.
now, Yeah.
Yeah.
That reprint. Just playing everything and letting it get countered, apparently. He's like, yeah, wear tear still.
Still wear tear.
Yeah, bruh.
Still wear tear. Nope. Still want it on the stack. No, on the stack. No, on
We have a
all
winner.
those things. Woo!
Anuraag Das, our champion. EE6.
There it is.
victory.
There's the handshake. There it is, guys.